would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late-night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Murray. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on second down. With the catch, it's Madden. There he goes! Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give out of the gun. Makes his man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Give a lot of credit to the defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. And it's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Still running at the 40. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Murray. Caught in the backfield, it's Glenn. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. The quick out. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Somehow fits it into that traffic. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback adapting. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick release by the QB. Turning it on. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Using his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Looking downfield, it's Murray. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They want to run this quarterback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Now he'll fire back into the middle. He's got it at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get them. They weren't able to get it right off the bat. A tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds and create that negative play.
And they're not on the same page there.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. He got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Murray. Gets it out quickly. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Wants to fire on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. Isn't up for the first down.
But when you're throwing...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. Hits the open man. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking downfield, it's Murray. With the catch, it's Bland. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He might want another play. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Bulldog. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Smashes through the tackle. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Touch pass on the run. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
You know what they need. They want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the move, he fires. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Gets it out fast. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. It's caught downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll test the right side. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass, because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
They booted away on 4th down. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking for a man, it's Murray. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense, because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the 1st down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find...
It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. First down for this offense. Wants to go up top. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now they'll run the draw. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And to christen this 4th quarter, they'll try to hang a 3 on the board. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
That incompletion leaves him staring at a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On fourth down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a 62-yard pass for the score. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Back to throw, it's Murray. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Mississippi State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Looking to throw, it's Murray. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Here comes the heat. He'll take the deep shot. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I think offensive coordinators who stick a guy and keep him in the same spot are doing that guy a big disservice. If I have a guy like this who's such a playmaker and got the speed and athleticism he does, I'm putting him in the slot like this to go take advantage of matchups and go get me some wins.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Trying to surge it in. The offense coughs it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.